My name is Garen Armstrong, the owner of Shamrock Roofing and Construction, and 40 days ago I found out I had heart failure from an airborne virus that they're trying to identify. This whole process in this 40 days have been very difficult, both painful and emotionally. 2 years ago I lost my dad, and so I'm the patriarch of the family as well, and my job is to take care of my mom, the farm, the business, my children, and then to be able to sit here and have a heart failure to where, again, I'm being taken care of by my mom when I'm supposed to be taking care of her and the farm and the business.
My name is Roxy Armstrong. I'm Garen Armstrong's mom. And he brought Abriello on over that Saturday, I believe it was, for me to take care of because it was a weekend, and he was going to go check on a job. And he said, I guess I'm going to go to the ER. After I get done checking on this job, I said, Garen, you'll never go to the ER. He said, yeah, well, I think I feel that bad now. Well, sure enough, I got a text back and said, I'm in heart failure. And I thought, what am I reading here? And I said, what? And I said, well, I'm on my way. And so I just jumped in the car with Abrielle and we headed on down there. And we got to see the cardiologist when they came out. And they told us, yes, that he was in heart failure, that his ejection fraction was only at 10%.
I know this is temporary, and I know in 3 months they'll be able to get a new heart, and that'll go well. It's a lot of emotional stress and anxiety while you're thinking about it and then trying to run the business as well.
I guess what I would say about Garen is that he's probably one of the most giving people that I can even think of. As you know, he's just always doing for others, even at his own expense.
20 years ago, met up with Terry France. He started with Car Santa, the old Car Santa, giving away cars at Christmas time.
They call me the Car Santa, and what I do is I have an organization I started 22 years ago, and we take in donated cars from the public. We fix them up, make sure they're mechanically sound, safety inspected, and we give them to veterans, first responders, or active duty military and their families that are in need and can't obtain a car any other way.
I'm Garen Armstrong.
Kevin?
Don McCombs.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
First and foremost,
Hi.
thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Kevin, do
Yes.
the honors with him.
Don, yeah, you've worked hard for the past couple of years, and a lot of people don't realize that what you've done.
Yeah, you got to admire his perseverance in a time where he should be laying in a bed just healing until he gets himself a new heart. And but he's a very giving guy, and just, you know, he's got that drive. He's just going to go forward and keep helping people as long as he can.
Started the Cars for Heroes 20 years ago. Somehow I've been on the board and in or out and working with these guys, and we finally figured out I've given enough cars away. What else could I do? We had the roofing business, and we said, hey, we're going to start giving a roof for heroes.
A project of this size?
Will typically cost anywhere around $8,000 to $10,000.
But today, the supplies, the work, all given for free.
It was a surprise.
Brian Moore is a veteran who lives inside this home. Nominated for a free roof by family, the crews came out today to follow through on his win. Garen Armstrong, owner of Shamrock Roofing, helped to pick up the tab.
It lets them know that people do care.
Every 3 months, his company helps to give another free roof to a veteran who needs it.
My dad was in the military for 25 years. I admire them. I respect them. They're humble servants that I'm fortunate for.
This is just amazing.
I just love it. Garen's give the shirt off your back, his back to you. He would do anything for you, so it's awesome.
My name is Paul Reed. I'm with Northwest Roofing out of Denver, Colorado. We're a Colorado company that's been there since 1963. I'm a roofer, man. This is what I do. I love our industry, and I love the people in this industry. I came home actually last week from working, and my wife was actually a little bit upset, and she's like, you know, I just reached out to Garen. I seen he was going through some things, and I reached out to him and asked him kind of what was going on, and he talked about his company, and he's, you know, doing the best he can, and he's been in the hospital for weeks.
It was extremely hard when Garen became sick because, as I said, when I first started working here, Garen was right there with me every day. Give him a phone call and he's going to answer. And not very many owners, I feel like, are like that. So the past 6-7 weeks, you know, it's been hard. I keep wanting to pick up my phone and call Garen and be like, hey man, I got this question about something. But I'm like, oh, I can't bother him. So I got to try to figure it out on my own. So that's been real tough.
Next thing I know, she calls him, and I'm sitting there, and I'm tired, I'm cranky, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, what are we doing, right? And she hands me the phone. And I get on the phone, and I'm like, hello? And I start talking to him, and within 2 seconds of hearing his voice, I heard in his voice, this was a man just like me, just like you, that, you know, just needed something that was kind of reaching for some things, and, you know, worried about his kids, worried about his mom, worried about his company. And I was just like, man, what are you guys doing next Friday? I'm like, nothing. I said, I'm going to be there next Friday. I want all your guys there. We're going to do a sales meeting because I want these guys to know that there's people in the industry that's going to come out there, and we're going to kick this off, and we're going to have a great year at Shamrock Roofing.
Hey.
Hey, Garen.
Paul.
How you doing, sir?
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
How you been?
I've been better, seen better days, but I'm so glad to see you, and I appreciate everything you're doing. It gives me goosebumps that you offer to come in and have the sales meeting. It really just brings a lot, and it's kind of bigger than all of us combined, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, I haven't just going through the calendar and been in there days and been in the hospital. It's been 7 weeks since I've actually been here.
Jeez.
And so it's kind of been going on its own somehow, some way, with special people and team. That the environment has just been great, you know. And so to have you come here, I know you're well sought after, and you just won the award most influential, and that's wonderful that you're able to reach out, and I appreciate it so much.
Listen, man, we've been pretty blessed in at home, you know, so it's the least we can do is to come and give back and help out. You know, I couldn't imagine what you're going through, and I've been following your story. My wife's told me a lot about it as well, and you know, it's the least we could do. I'm honored to be here, so really appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for tomorrow and what continues as we go through this phase and journey of life, through the business function in the next several months, through my heart and healing and the new heart transplant in the next several months. And I'm just along for the ride, and you know, I think God's got this, and I'm just gonna go down that journey.